America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Roll call, please.
Mr. Hoffman?
Here.
Mr. Condit?
Here.
Mr. Molina,
Here.
Mr. Silverstein?
Here.
Mr. DeCarlo?
Here. Approval of meeting minutes for January 28th, 2014.
Move to approve.
Second. Roll call on approval of minutes.
Mr. Condit?
Yes.
Mr. Molina,
Yes?
Mr. Silverstein?
Yes.
Mr. DeCarlo?
Yes.
Mr. Hoffman?
Yes.
Amendments to the agenda?
I'd like to add an executive session after legislation to discuss real estate.
Second, please.
Second.
Roll call on amending the agenda.
Mr. Molina,
Yes.
Mr. Silverstein?
Yes.
Mr. DeCarlo?
Yes.
Mr. Hoffman?
Yes.
Mr. Condit?
Yes. Going to the mayor's report.
No report tonight.
Mr. Carpenter.
I've had some conversations with the directors from the crossing things with regards to street dedications there. On my end, it's fairly ready to go on that. Once we dedicated to the assessment, they've given me some correspondence saying that that's the way they want to go to be assessed, and the board thinks on behalf of their people. So I don't know where it is with regard to Gene. I think she was here tonight, but from my end, we're ready to go.
For the cross.
Yeah.
Okay, because as you know, it's tabled and Ed is in the process of reviewing the
That's
tapes
fine.
and we're waiting for.
That's fine. I know he's not here, and he probably wants to do something with it too, but I was just saying I've had my
Okay.
conversation. And I think that's it.
Thank you. Terry?
Okay, discussion items that we wanted to cover, resolution 22, 2014, is accepting a recommendation concerning planning and zoning for Harrington Phase 7. I just wanted to mention that today, the developer requested an inspector to come and do the property line walk that was discussed at the planning commission. I know Jared from Rochester was out here. I don't know if they were able to complete the entire walk. But I'll update you when I have that information. With resolution 23, 2014, accepting the recommendation of the Planning and Zoning Commission concerning the preliminary plan for senior housing. Chuck is here to answer some questions, any questions that you have. And at the meeting, there were some follow-up items. I had those in the box today. I received that documentation this afternoon. And that was mostly concerning the parking lot situation. Regatta Trail, the design status, the preliminary design work has been completed now. Got a report today saying it's 100%, and then moving on to the schematic design. And for construction status, Harrington Phase 6. I don't have an update on the pavement grading, but we have started issuing new house permits for Phase 6. And then I added section for building and zoning. I just want to point out that we issued 18 residential permits in January, 5 of those were for new houses. And I think the rest of the items were going to be touched on later in the meeting. If you have any questions for me?
Question, kind of comment.
check, have the meters check. I don't know if anyone else has noticed it, but when I'm driving toward Village Hall, and that little asphalt piece on
In front of the shores?
Yeah.
No, no, where the, over the bridge,
Over the
the
bridge.
bridge top.
It's-
It's dropped.
Yes, okay. So, and it's starting to, I mean, I'm getting a good thud as I drive over it, so I want to have someone go out there and take a look.
Okay. Thanks, Terry.
And Stacy too, the one tree is totally out. Going around. Yeah, there's like 2 trees there.
Deborah?
Yes, I have one item. I just wanted to let you know that the status of the bid for our 2012 and 2013 audit. There are currently 5 firms, CPA firms, that have been sent the, I believe it's also called the RFQ or RFP, the information on our audit, and I answered a list of questions last week that they wanted to know, based on findings from previous audits, have those been corrected or not corrected? So I've answered those questions. I'm supposed to have the bids in by the 17th. So we should know fairly soon here who will be conducting the audits.
Bids in by what date?
17th?
Is there a projected start date?
End of March, early April. And if anyone has, you want information about the 5 firms, if anybody has experience with the CPA firms and wants to give me information, I actually will have an opportunity to give them a score on those 5 firms. But unfortunately, I've only had some experience with one of them, so if anyone else has experience, let me know and I'll share the list with you.
So the state just doesn't pick the lowest bid, they have a scoring system?
Correct. Yes.
Can you send that information out to us in our
Sure.
Outlook box?
I sure can.
Thank you, Deborah. Chief Buck?
Couple things. The resolution number 12, 2014 is for those handheld thermal cameras. We're taking that currently out of the budget that we have now that's been appropriated. If council or finance could direct the fiscal officer as to where the money that we had talked about a few council meetings ago, where to put that, or where to come from, I would appreciate that, so she can get that back into my budget.
Okay.
Right now, I took it out of the radio line item, and we are moving forward with the radios. I met with Boylan and Cannon this week, and they are, Twinsburg's already switched over, and now we are in the process of doing that.
Is fire switching?
You would have to ask Chief Plunkett, I have no idea. The mayor did get the grant for us from Summit County. It was $28,000 that's going toward the $70,000 bill, which was pretty significant. They also indicated that he had talked with them and that there may be some more money coming down the road that was turned back in by another municipality that didn't use it all.
And then the old radios are no good anymore, right?
The old radios are,
Unit?
they're taking them as trade, and I think they gave us $4,000 for them.
Okay.
It's on the invoice, so of course we can show that we took them out of inventory with that. Also, Resolution 14, 2014, if we could pass that by emergency tonight, that would be wonderful.
When's the dog coming over?
Well, the dog's not here yet, but we executed the contract, the law director looked it over, and I would like to move forward so he can order it.
Okay.
And we've already sent them a check. Again, if you remember, that $11,800 is going to come out of the drug fund. We've already sent them their $6,000, half of it, whatever it was, to check for the dog.
Okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Fire chief is not here. Everyone should have his monthly report. It's in your mailboxes. Architectural board of review.
As of right now, we don't have anything on the agenda. We probably will, and the meeting will be Monday the 24th at 7 o'clock at Village Hall.
Planning and zoning.
No report.
Board of Zoning Appeals.
We're having a meeting on the 17th at 6 o'clock.
Finance.
Finance met today at 6:30. We recommended payments in the amount of $163,148.59, of which half of that amount was for an invoice for the Nautilus project. Our next meeting will be before the next council meeting. That's it.
Thank you, Tom. Cable, number 4, communications.
Communications met last night, talked about a number of things. I wanted to show everyone the new resident kits. It's filled with a bunch of goodies if you'd like to see it. But this will be going out to new residents who had either built or moved into a new home as of January 1st, 2014. So I want to thank everyone on the communications committee for going out and getting various things from local restaurants, services, you name it. There's coupons and all sorts of stuff in there. So we talked a little bit about the apps for smartphones, as well as potentially looking at a memorial tree garden for residents, and also continuation of the website redesign.
Long-term community development. Recreation.
Okay, we haven't met since my last report. We will meet on Wednesday, the 19th at 7 o'clock. One of the things I did touch on was the questions involving Safety Town, and I believe Mrs. Hoffman has something she'd like to say about that situation.
Yes, we were very fortunate that Stacy Trask agreed to take over the Safety Town program, so we will be able to keep it in Reminderville. And thank you very much, Stacy. It's a very worthwhile program, and I'm so happy that we can still do it again. So thank you for stepping up.
Thank you, Stacy. Here,
Might as well touch on that. There were some questions about needing it repainted or having some stuff redone the next time we had a safety town, so is that still?
No, I think that's probably something that Stacy's gonna look at as far as the cost of doing something like that. The little area that we have used the past several years is small, and our big wheels need to be replaced. We thought maybe this year we would downsize that program and wait to see if in the future we had a bigger area with the rec center coming, we could do something a little more permanent maybe there. So, but that'll be up to Stacy to figure that out.
records,
No.
seniors,
Seniors lunch was today at the Glen Willow Tavern.
11.
Pardon?
We had 11.
11 people were there. And our next breakfast will be March 26th at the Bob Evans in Twinsburg.
We're going to Nick and Smitty.
And Jed.
Jed's next meeting is the first Tuesday of March, 7 o'clock here at the Village Hall.
Okay, we need to do we got some resolutions to add.
Yeah, we're gonna do that right now.
Yeah, that'll be easier. I'd like to add resolution 21, 2014, it's a resolution to hire Frank Leota as a temporary snowplow operator for the village of Reminderville and declare an emergency. Oh, just you. Anybody?
I would second it if I could, but I can't.
Yeah, I know.
We're gonna do it.
Roll call?
Mr. Silverston?
Yes.
Mr. DeCarlo?
Yes.
Mr. Hoffman?
Yes.
Mr. Condit?
Yes.
Mr. Molina.
Yes.
Resolution, I'd like to add resolution 22, 2014, a resolution to accept a recommendation of the Planning and Zoning Commission to approve the preliminary development plan for phase 7 of the Harrington Place subdivision, first reading.
Second, please.
Second.
Roll call?
Mr. DeCarlo?
Abstain?
Mr. Hoffman?
Yes.
Mr. Condit?
Yes.
Mr. Molina.
Yes.
Mr. Silverston?
Yes.
I'd like to add resolution 23, 2014, a resolution to accept the recommendation of the Planning and Zoning Commission to approve the preliminary site plan submitted by Clover Construction Management for a senior housing complex, first reading.
Roll call, please.
Mr. Hoffman?
Yes.
Mr. Condit?
Yes.
Mr. Molina.
Yes.
Mr. Silverston?
Yes.
Mr. DeCarlo?
Yes. And finally, resolution 24, 2014, I'd like to add, it's a resolution authorizing and directing the mayor to enter into agreement with the Marco and Associates LLC for annual HVAC preventative maintenance on all village buildings for an amount not to exceed $1,580. First reading.
Roll call, please.
Mr. Condit?
Yes.
Mr. Molina.
Yes.
Mr. Silverston?
Yes.
Mr. DeCarlo?
Yes.
Mr. Hoffman?
Yes.
Okay, table legislation will remain tabled. Ordinance 3, 2014, an ordinance to increase the hourly rate of the village snow plowers to $15 per hour effective February 12, 2014, first reading. Resolution 9, 2014, a resolution appointing Fred Anderson to the Communications Committee, second reading. Resolution 12, 2014, a resolution to purchase 2 handheld thermal cameras from Optimum Energy Products Ltd. for a sum not to exceed $22,425.26 and declaring an emergency, second reading.
We want to discuss where that money's coming from.
Yeah.
Of course, the easy answer is always the JED, our JED fund, from our 30%. I'd imagine that can be done. Any other suggestions, or you can take it from the fire department and just move it over?
I would agree with
My
that.
recollection was that it came from money that the police department turned back in from last year's budget. Is what I thought I remember hearing, as I sat here at the meeting. When he first
I'm
discussed
sorry,
it.
what is,
But was that
what is the
money
purchase?
income?
What's
For
the
the-
Purchase of handheld thermal
Scanners.
devices.
money isn't officially turned back into his account, it just stays in the general fund.
I understand that.
And then when it's appropriated for the next year, it's appropriated in different places. So the money came back to the general fund, but not specifically to the police department.
There's your answer though.
So we can take it from the general fund also, I guess.
Yes, you could appropriate more money
Into
from the
the-
general fund, there is money available.
In the police department.
And then police department's general.
If we go by the original intent, it seems to me that's what we should be doing.
Okay, that's fine too.
It really doesn't. Eventually, probably this year, we are gonna end up putting the JED into the general fund.
That's correct.
So
Yeah,
there won't be
and
any more of taking from the JED fund.
it's a half dozen ones.
Because now they're asking us to put the JED
Right.
into the.
Not to have a separate.
Right.
Yes.
So what you're saying, Mayor, is that we won't be taking money from JED, we will put the
The
money
JED will go
into-
straight into the general
And
fund.
then, so all these expenditures should be coming in the general fund.
Resolution 14, 2014, a resolution to authorize the mayor to enter into a police K-9 purchase and school training agreement with Excel K-9 Services Incorporated for for a sum not to exceed $11,800, second reading, and that will be going by emergency. Resolution 15-2014, a resolution authorizing the mayor to execute a purchase agreement with Two Renoir Company LLC for the purchase of 3.1181 acre parcel of real property located at the corner of Glenwood Boulevard and Liberty Road for a sum not to exceed $1,232,000, second reading.
Discussion on that. I'm under the impression that that agreement is being changed or tweaked, maybe is a better word. Is that still the case?
Yes.
And we will get a copy of that once that is tweaked. Very good. Thank you.
Resolution 18-2014, a resolution authorizing a $100 donation to the Aurora After Prom Committee and declaring an emergency, first reading. Resolution 19-2014, a resolution authorizing a $100 donation to the Twinsburg After Prom Committee and declaring an emergency, first reading. Resolution 20-2014, a resolution to hire Dennis Kabala as a temporary snowplow operator for the village of Reminderville and declaring an emergency, first reading. Resolution 21-2014, a resolution to hire Frank Leota as a temporary snowplow operator for the village of Reminderville, declaring an emergency, first reading. Resolution 22-2014, a resolution to accept the recommendation of the Planning and Zoning Commission to approve the preliminary development plan for Phase 7 of the Harrington Place subdivision, first reading. Resolution 23-2014, a resolution to accept the recommendations of the Planning and Zoning Commission to approve the preliminary site plan submitted by Clover Construction Management for a senior housing complex, first reading. Resolution 24-2014, a resolution authorizing and directing the mayor to enter into an agreement with DeMarco and Associates LLC for annual HVAC preventive maintenance on all village buildings for an amount not to exceed $1,580, first reading.
I got a question. The resolutions for the $100 Twinsburg After, I thought we always just did those by motion.
You used, before the charter, we did it by motion, but since we've had the charter, we've done them all by resolution.
I'd like to make a motion to adjourn to executive session to discuss real estate.
Second.
Roll call on adjournment to executive session.
Mr. Molina,
Yes.
Mr. Silverston,
Yes.
Mr. DeCarlo,
Yes.
Mr. Hoffman,
Yes.
Mr. Conrad.